Good afternoon, Battelle. Just wanted to give you some feedback regarding the schedule review comments in Kahua. I just wanted to show you how to get to those comments. I'm trying a video presentation versus a screenshot. I think it may be easier to follow and learn how to use the tool a little bit better using video. So we're going to try this out. So I'm in Kahua. So I'd like for you to select the project, the actual schedule, and the review comments are located in the program management project. So I want you to click program management. One thing, if it doesn't, when it comes up and if it doesn't show program management, go ahead and start typing 01 dash program management and it should filter for you to that item. At this point, what I want you to do is click apps. And then with apps, I want you to start typing in the search field the word packaged. You should get actually just one application. We want you to click on the package submittal application, please. Once you do that, you're going to see one package submittal, number one. That's what we're working on. That happens to be the schedule that you submitted on the 17th. You can see the status is actually, I reopened it, but the response as of our response back to you right now is revise and resubmit. You can see that the submittal coordinator is Valencia. The submittal vendor, the person who initially submitted it, was Morgan. And from our team, the official reviewer is myself. You can see we're a little bit past the due date, but we're going to try to get this closed out, hopefully officially when you respond with your comments next week when Valencia gets back. And one thing that I'll note that Valencia and I will do is when one of us are out, we'll set up what's called a proxy setup in Kahua, where it allows the individual who's a proxy to assume the rights of the person who's out. So in this case, I can assume the role of submittal coordinator for Valencia, but we didn't set that up before she left. That was my fault, but we'll get that straightened out for my workflow process going forward. So what I want you to do is go ahead and click on the checkbox and click on the actual submittal. It's going to start loading it. So what I want you to do is scroll down to the bottom, or actually versus scrolling down to the bottom, you can actually go to references in the sections here, and the actual document that contains all of the review comments are this document here called 250730 Summer 01 Program Management Schedule Review Comment Form. It's an Excel file. I'm going to download it and show you what it looks like. I will tell you right now that we are missing some comments from Randy Olson because, again, I was talking about that proxy issue. I'm not able to see them, and I believe the reason it's happening is because I'm not the submittal coordinator, and I don't have the rights to be able to see that because we changed the workflow. But we'll get all this straightened out once we do a couple more of these. But and we'll get you Randy's comments hopefully before you do your final submission to us. But I wanted to get this to you so you can get going. So you can download this document by clicking download. This is what you should do. And I'm just going to download it to my desktop. And let's save it. And I'll watch it download, and I'm going to open it. And what you should see at this point is when it opens up, let's see if it gets there. And let's see if it's going to open up for me. I may have to go open it up myself if it doesn't open. So why don't I do that? You might have to do this as well. It should automatically open up for you. But that's the form. Let me open that form up. Close this out. Okay, so here's the form. I can make this a little bit bigger. And what we can change this up, but right now it just basically shows you the submittal name, who's from your team submitted it, the reviewer, comment number. We also are referencing the scheduled PDF if it's necessary for the comment. You can see that we have a total of about, at this point, 22 comments, and that you can put your disposition and response back to this. Again, we have some comments that I need to get to you from Randy as well, but I don't want you to have to wait on me getting those comments I believe I'm going to have to wait till Valencia gets back so I can see those and get those in this form, but you can proceed as well now. That's it. That's how you get to the comments. And Kahoot, last thing on this is that once you give us your comments back and get the schedule, our intent is to change the response from revise and resubmit to approved as noted, and that will get us a completed July submission for the schedule. And we're going to probably change, we can talk about this during our next scheduled meeting. We can change the name of the schedule. We can take the draft off, and I would recommend that we change it to preliminary. So this is a preliminary schedule. It's no longer a draft. I think we're at the point where we're still making changes and we still have a lot of things to do, but I think we are moving from draft to a working schedule, even though we know we have to do some resource loading. And that's a lot of what Randy's comments have to speak to as well. So hopefully you can follow this video. Hopefully it helps. Let me know if it does or does not. And we'll get Randy's comments to you as well, but you can get going with what we have now. All right. Thanks.